This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the South Florida Bulls, squaring off with another team from the American, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bulls will put total effort to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mean Green offense will take the field, and they'll get this thing underway. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like...
It's a running room. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. North Texas in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So USF's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show for this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time.
There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Grab behind the line. It's Sullivan. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Bulls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks forward.
Brown wants to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Give to the back. Wide open spaces. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The safe ball on the wide receiver screen.
The pass on 2nd down, complete via the screen. Gain of 6.
The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Run in the red zone. It's Franklin. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? This will likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the Bulls get it past the sticks.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the 1st down.
To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. He makes a grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, USF. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Holds and fires complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Fighting off the defender. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Makes the grab. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. North Texas will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Flips it out in the flat. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Still looking, on the move. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Bulls have this offense rolling. Brown will throw it. It's complete to the right. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They get to the line quickly. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Franklin. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're... knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. It's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply went in.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. Rides the back on the option to give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. North Texas in the hurry up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Finds the tight end. It's a seam wide open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great stop by this defense. Second down and goal, getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for third down.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Mean Green!
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up. Sam Houston was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Huntsville over the years. It's a win, but it honestly lacked any real style points. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. A strike downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Brown wants to pass. With the catch, it's Franklin. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grab near the marker. It's Norton. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
He's marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. It's third down.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls.
And that is a perfect job. Offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at lovely Dat-Q Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Catch in the middle. It's Nimrod.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The give to the tailback. The Bulls will move the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Brown will throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Got it in the middle. It's Norton. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
From the gun, the ground game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulls. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for North Texas. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. North Texas in the hurry up.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Defense playing a bail technique. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. North Texas will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Brown wants to pass. Got his man on the outside. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Red pass, it's complete. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll do it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. The give to the fullback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
So now it's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. That's caught. It's Nimrod. There he goes. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Bulls are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Norton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Gonna look downfield again. Zings it complete to the right. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, South Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside CUSA today. Middle Tennessee put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Blue Raiders had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. North Texas in the hurry-up.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It'll be 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They'll immediately call timeout. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Unloads it downfield. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down.
QB spikes the ball, and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Going for it all. Touchdown, North Texas. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this,